The Moon Rebellion. In the dim light of early morning, Eli sat alone in a quiet corner of the moon Yorick. He rubbed moon dust onto his face, covering his sparkling skin that glowed like the starry sky. As he did this, memories of his past flooded his mind. Eli belonged to a group called the Drifters, space wanderers whose skin sparkled like the stars. Their glowing skin was beautiful, but it was also the reason they were not welcome anywhere. Lies had been spread about them, and their home planet was destroyed because of these false beliefs. Eli was one of the few drifters left. But drifters had a secret. By rubbing the soil onto their skin, they could change their color to blend in. This trick helped them hide anywhere. Since arriving on Yorick, Eli had hidden his glowing skin to fit in and avoid being caught. With his skin now covered in the dull grey of Yorick soil, Eli felt ready to face another day. He worked as a miner, blending in with the crowd. Yorick was a lonely moon where miners dug up a special rock called cryptium needed for spaceship fuel. The miners had tough lives, working every day in harsh conditions. Each morning, Eli went deep into the mines of Yorick, working harder than anyone else. He hoped that if he could prove he was valuable, maybe one day it wouldn't matter where he came from. One day, he noticed a young woman staring at him. He had seen her watching him for the past few days. Fear gripped him. Did she know his secret? Eli tried to avoid her, but she approached him and said, "I know who you really are." Eli froze, heart pounding, but then she continued, "You don't like working for Trent. Me neither. All of us want to escape from here." Her name was Nia, and she was more than just a miner. She was secretly leading a growing rebellion against the cruel ruler of Yorick, Trent. Trent was a harsh ruler, appointed by the powerful galactic conglomerate. He made the miners work too hard while paying them very little. Nia saw something special in Eli. "I've been watching you," she explained. "We need someone like you to help us. Together, we can escape from Trent's control." Night after night, in the darkest corners of the mines, Eli and Nia met with their growing group of rebels, slowly shaping a detailed escape plan. But someone did not trust Eli. Rex was suspicious of him. One day, he decided to follow Eli after their secret rebel meeting. Hiding in the dark, Rex watched Eli quietly. Eli, thinking he was alone, took a dip in the lake to clean the grey soil from his face. As the dirt came off, Eli's skin started to sparkle with beautiful, star-like colors. Rex's eyes widened in shock. That glow could not be mistaken. In that moment, everything clicked for Rex. Eli was a drifter, and he could not be trusted. Rex hurried back to the other rebels. He was out of breath and feeling both scared and mad. "Eli is a traitor!" he yelled to everyone. "He's a drifter, and he's been hiding his real self from us." The news spread like wildfire among the miners. Everyone was confused, surprised, and upset. Rebel miners rushed into Eli's room. There, they saw Eli's true face, glittering like the night sky. Eli realized everyone knew his secret now. He was arrested for betraying the rebellion. His future was in the hands of the very people he wanted to help. A week flew by. Tonight was the night the rebellion planned to strike. But the rebels were unsure how to get into Trent's ship. Nia knew what needed to be done. She gathered everyone and said, "Listen, there is no reason to judge someone based on the color of their skin. Eli may be the only one who knows of any hidden passages from the caves to the ship. If he successfully helps us, he is as much a part of us as any other." The rebels were unsure, but they agreed to give Eli a chance. That night, Eli showed a strong rebel member, Max, the hidden entrance to the ship. It was covered by debris and hard to see. "It leads right into the ship," Eli whispered. The rebels waited outside, feeling very nervous. After what felt like a very long time, they heard Max's voice over their communicators. "He's right, I'm inside, it's clear." Nia smiled, happy that Eli had proved he could be trusted. With renewed excitement, they followed Eli through the secret passage inside the ship. Everyone was nervous but excited about their only chance at freedom. It was do or die. The passage was tight and surrounded by cold metal. It opened into a large area where Trent's ship filled with cryptium was parked. Trent's guards were dozing off or looking bored. Hiding in the dark, Eli, Nia, and their group of miners watched the guards. Then Eli said, "Now!" Suddenly, Max jumped out and tackled a guard to the ground before he could alert others. Nia gave a signal and all the miners quickly ran forward. Eli was in front, leading everyone. He knew the ship well and showed them the way to the control room. As they ran, the sound of their footsteps rang loudly on the metal floors. They rushed to the control room, where they surprised the guards. As soon as Eli and the miners burst through the door, a wild fight started. Eli wrestled with a really big guard and managed to quickly take the guard's weapon away. The miners took control of the room, and Nia ran to the ship's control panel. She started pushing buttons and pulling levers. The ship's engine started, and all the miners cheered loudly. They had succeeded. They had taken control of Trent's ship. Just then, Trent arrived with more guards, but it was too late. He looked shocked and defeated as the ship began to lift off into the sky. As the ship flew away from Yorick, leaving the dark skies behind and heading into space, Eli felt a big change inside of him. He was no longer just an outsider. He had become a leader, a hero who used what made him different as his strength. As the miners celebrated their hard-earned freedom, Eli and Nia looked into the wide star-filled space. They knew they still faced many challenges ahead, but together they had started a spark of hope, a spark that promised more than just survival, but the assurance that everyone, no matter where they came from or what they looked like, had the chance to shape their own future among the stars. All Tales is an original channel and podcast written and produced by Leo Bloom and Pradi Som and is released bi-weekly. The All Tales opening theme was written and performed by Lito Velasco. Background music for The Moon Rebellion and their artists are credited in the episode's description. You can also listen to All Tales on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can support us on Patreon and gain access to exclusive merchandise and content. And remember to follow us on Instagram, X, TikTok, and of course YouTube for more updates. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our All Tales community. Until next time, keep your imagination alive.